Oh, my God.
Man. Hey, everybody. Everybody out there, we're having technical difficulties because Jordan doesn't know how to wear earphones.
My bad.
But welcome to Taylor, Arkansas. Welcome to Small Town Famous. I'm Chase Emerson. Alongside me, of course, is Alan, runner-up in a Dolly Parton contest. Look-alike contest.
Every time.
And Jordan, always white back to front. Hanson. And then we got Romy. He's in the house.
That's what she said.
Wow. All right, so normally we start off with a big,
bang,
greatest day ever type thing, but this is actually pretty cool because this just wrapped up. This is moments ago. If you remember from our rapid fire segment, we had a girl named Emily from the Tyler rapid fire. You know, the belly button one.
Yeah.
And then in Hot Springs, we had a lady named Carissa that we interviewed, and that was really funny. Well, their show just wrapped up because they were on Beat Shazam with Jamie Foxx and all that, and they just ended. They were on Fox tonight. We actually have a picture of that. Yeah, that was taken yesterday, but they were on Beat Shazam tonight. And so they won some money off of it. So
good.
I didn't see the ending. I was getting ready for this.
I didn't know that was them because I did bet on them.
So yeah, right. But crazy, we had
Tell them don't spend all that money.
But
call my bucket.
But we had two of those segments, and one from each one of those segments made it to network primetime television. So
That's Small Town Famous right there.
I'm not saying we're launching careers because Lord knows we can't even launch our own. But we are giving people the shine. And that's so congratulations to Emily and Carissa.
Congrats.
Yeah. But
I knew they were out of frame. I knew they would be out of frame.
Oh, that's all right.
That's what happens when they come in late. Hey, just adjust that camera.
Not a good reason.
All right. Keep it on. Look at this. Oh, no.
Bam.
That's awesome. What?
But
Look at that.
I'm really that was. I thought that was really cool that. People that have been on our show, we gave them the shine, and now they're on network television.
We're always the first step,
and they won some money. So congratulations to them. But I'm still just waiting until someone that's been on the show ends up on that new Netflix dating show. Did y'all see that? It's called
A Teacher?
No, it's called Sexy Beasts. And please tell me y'all heard about this.
Sexy Beasts and Where to Find Them?
No, that's my follow-up novel. But no, it's about
I like those teeth. Though.
No, see these people. It's a dating show,
Like a blind date.
It's kind of like a blind date because
so it's like a Masked Singer.
They have
like
prosthetics and all that stuff.
Oh, this is for real.
They
I thought this was a joke.
It's all about trying to fall in love with their personality, despite how they look. So.
Oh my God. That sounds like a content of character versus cover.
You got to all mix.
What if people were about to get proposed and they're like, "Oh no, I need the beaver mask."
So is that?
Can you keep all that on, please?
Is that what Homeboy's doing now since he lost his job on The Bachelor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sounds like that would be the next step.
So Jordan, what just happened to you on the way over here?
Let's talk about what happened with that shirt. Yo, Stitch Fix is tripping.
This ain't Stitch Fix though.
What's wrong with it?
This is called dirt cheap in that store in Texas. You can get nice shirts
Uptown
for like 45 cents.
Stitch Fix is the bomb.
Yeah,
my wife uses that and she gets some bomb stuff.
I use it every now and again when I get like a loan payment in.
Man,
when I refinance my mortgage, I get it.
Leslie, I was doing it every month, and she said, "All right, now you got to cut down." So I went there every 2 months. Now it's every 3.
Oh wow.
But they
pretty soon it's gonna be
send
Christmas
some
and
nice, legit clothes.
Did you get a nice?
They do know your stuff.
Did you get a nice purse so she can keep your?
I got.
Yeah, we can't.
I got this.
Can't say that.
I didn't get a. I got a Stelter. What they call the Stelter. That was a purse because he keeps trying to say it was a man bag.
It's a man bag.
But you don't wear a
wear it
man
with
bag
arm out
on the crook of your elbow.
Absolutely not.
On the crook of your elbow.
No, you don't.
What is wrong with people?
Ain't nobody been guessing if that dude's gay. Golly.
But before we get too far into
nothing's wrong with that. You know what we have to say?
Off comments. If there's anything you want us to chat about or you guys want to chat about, we let you guys steer the show. So comment away. We're watching them pop up as we
Seth
go.
Miller.
So yeah, we're gonna keep up
Hey,
with the
you're in charge
comments.
of that tonight.
Hey, you're involved in the show just as well. So comment away. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're doing, and what's on your mind. And we appreciate you tuning in. But man, people, we haven't done this in a while. You did it last week with Tag, but we haven't done this, and everybody thought we were like Jeffrey Toobin or something, like suspended, but
not quite.
Well,
he's back on air though. The boy's back on air.
He's back on the air.
How does that happen?
I know how it happens.
And then you get interviewed by the woman.
Did you see the Zoom call? He gets to do whatever he wants.
That dude got stroke. Nope.
Oh yeah, but he's back.
But golly,
But man, that interview when he got back.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Was it awkward? I didn't see it.
It was so
It was so cringy. And they had to. And
She
the
didn't
thing
miss
is,
anything.
again, it was the one. Since it was that woman, they had to reshoot it like 4 times.
Yeah.
But he couldn't make it 4 minutes. Anyway.
But who? I mean, I'm just surprised. But who takes the news seriously, especially when you got people like that reporting it? Because I saw this headline because this popped up the other day, so I grabbed it. It says Biden is the best on the world stage since H.W. Bush.
What that?
Yeah,
And
could
I got
be true.
And I got that thinking because I thought I was like H.W. Bush would be a terrible. Because that dude straight up vomited and passed out in the prime minister of Japan's lap. Did y'all not remember that? Like,
Yeah,
he's the best. You know that? If you're talking about, that was a great look, bro.
Who are you putting him up against? I mean, so you got Herbert Walker Bush.
Yeah.
And
Clinton.
maybe who was the dude that was a vegetable like the last 6 months and they kind of hit it? Was it? It was around World War One, right before.
Woodrow Wilson, his
It's
wife.
Wilson.
Took over. Yeah.
Because
they're talking about
they did
sense.
not.
Sense.
I want to tell you, there's a
Crazy.
ominous sign. It's eerily similar. We didn't have social media back then.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, no, I'm saying about World War One, but
No, you're saying World War One.
we did not look like we were coming from a position of strength. And if you have a dude that was basically it was the House of Cards. I mean, they had him for I don't like the 6 months of his presidency.
Man,
I
He
would
was a
argue the
vegetable.
same about World War II too, because I mean, kind of had an invalid calling the shot, like an invalid Democrat calling the shots. Not really strengthful there.
Who?
Look, you're
Who wasn't? Who wasn't?
you're so mean because you're saying
Who? Who wasn't?
The president during World War II.
Yeah. What was his name?
His name.
I can't remember.
Why are you letting me draw a line now?
well, let's see his history dollars.
Can we
No,
zoom in?
You're just saying because
Your degree was in criminal history or something,
Exactly.
right?
Criminal history.
I
Was
don't know.
not-
Phoenix University. What was it?
Oh wow.
No, it was
Graduate
legit.
from ITV Tech?
No,
Wow.
I've got it saved on my favorites. Your graduation picture, it was legit. It was nice. I'm
Wow.
no,
super
it was
proud.
it was FDR
CIA,
and
anything.
he
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
and he stood
Boom.
he
knew
looked,
that one.
He got right in the communist. He got right there and he's talked right to their waist because
My God.
he looked them right in the waist and said, "We're going to get this done."
right.
But anyway, that's
He
wrong.
said, I was nuts over that girl. No,
That'd be opposite.
yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
backwards.
See, I can't watch the news because it's too divisive, and then so I watch sports where it's not divisive.
Much less
Are you
tribal.
watching tennis?
But you take a thing like
Yeah,
sports.
everybody's on the same tribe.
What's more unifying than sports when it's just baseline? You got think of the UFC. How many people come from different cultures, countries, and they all love the sport.
True.
But
and then you got-
they're conservative though.
But you think about the
Not all of
well,
them.
you think
Where?
about football, basketball, team
head of it
sports.
is.
You got different people, different cultures, different races, but they're all working towards one goal. And then Disney, ESPN, SportsCenter said we don't like that, so we're gonna. I told you I was watching the playoffs last night.
Yeah, that
and
was
then that Indeed commercial
Dude.
popped up. I don't know if anybody saw that. It was kind of weird to see.
It's
That was painful.
Did you?
all of them are like that.
Golly.
Do you find it hard? And this
But
makes
that's all the Olympics is going to.
this makes. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be that freaking Rapinoe girl. Oh my. Ugh. So here. Which is the one that said they were going to burn? They wanted to win the gold medal just to burn the American flag.
the flag out.
Here, you know what? What gets
I will strike you.
But what gets me is 10 years ago, if you were seeing two women walk across a field and they're talking, you're going to assume they're besties and they're probably talking mom stuff and all that. But now you look at them and say, there's lesbians. I mean, immediately. Do y'all not think that? I mean, it's like, and it's still only like 3 to 5% of the population.
Oh, back in the late 90s, we all went, yeah, that's probably what's going on. But they're probably moms too.
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all are just judgmental.
I don't mean to. No, but it's like when you look at it, you're like, you have to analyze the commercial now to say, what are they? They are not even trying to sell a product.
Who are they selling to?
They're not even trying to sell a product.
More glad that I don't watch TV in my whole life.
It's fun that we don't watch
but he
much
stays
TV.
23 hours on his cell phone.
It's fun to yeah.
Roman
Not
keeps
as
us up
much,
with
but
pot
I do.
media.
I do.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
You'd be
Oh, it's fun to see the different companies kind of like what their measure of wokeness is, because some will just they'll dabble in it a little bit, like they'll put two women sitting on a couch watching a movie and that's like, but others go all in like the Indeed commercial.
It's crazy.
Man.
I just wasn't expecting it, especially during an NBA playoff, because the target demographic is probably not exactly
Like 19 to 34-year-old dudes is probably what.
Yeah, but I didn't think I would see
what's
that.
What's going to be the new demographic of the NFL?
Yeah, well, I mean, like we were saying the other day,
That brave young soul.
The Raiders player that came out is I like the headline because somebody messed up on the little bottom line there that said the first actively gay NFL player. I was like, no, it's the first. It was the first active player to come out. They were like, first active gay.
I was gay for about 15 years and I retired.
I was, but it was
let's try the
funny
ladies,
because they
baby.
were trying to. But it seems like a smart business decision because he had
The
his number
pension
one
sucks.
selling.
There's no health care or dental.
Number one selling jersey.
Y'all getting paid for this?
What was that on the Millers?
No medical deduction for fasting.
But no,
right.
I thought I saw the. But to keep harping on the topic, I guess because New Zealand let the weightlifter.
Oh my gosh!
The
Why
first
didn't you send me the
trans
pictures?
athlete. No, because I mean, we have a stack of.
We went back in
Oh,
time.
I got what you said. I see what you're saying.
If you
but that's
guys
kinda
don't
part of your
follow
deal.
the Babylon Bee,
Smart.
Yeah.
oh my,
Those dudes are so
man,
funny.
They're ragging that.
They're
New Zealand
right.
dude.
Well, they're right on the money
Oh, they
because
are.
That's so
stuff
funny.
they said last year as a joke is like true. Now.
If you don't, to our viewers, if you don't follow the Babylon Bee on Instagram, go follow them.
No, watch your YouTube. They do a mini podcast.
Really?
Oh my God!
I didn't know they had a podcast.
Yes.
Well, thanks for promoting it on this
And they
one
did
also.
and they did a video the other day of a Secret Service agent in the hospital because somebody tried to ask Biden a question and he jumped in front of it. And he was talking and he kept getting triggered every time they asked him a question because he was being interviewed.
Yeah.
And he would freak out every time I asked a question.
Nice.
Well, like,
It was
in the microphone like
good.
this so much?
but like Jordan was saying about the companies, just how far they're willing to push the wokeness and kind of. But IKEA had to be the funniest one of
Oh,
them.
that was glorious.
Man, when I saw-
you sent it to us, didn't you? Because
I did. I
but-
did.
Roman, what exactly
Roman did.
happened there?
Um,
Because you shop at IKEA.
to the best of my knowledge,
I got one of his pieces of furniture in my room in there.
I just saw the highlight of it,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like they were serving watermelon and fried chicken.
Well,
They
they
want
in honor
they were
of
not
doing
Juneteenth.
that. They were serving soul food
Yeah.
in honor of Juneteenth.
So
But
what about
it
chicken and
backfired a
dumplings,
little bit.
or country fried steak, or pot roast?
There's
Something.
That's anything fried chicken,
else.
watermelon. Yeah.
But that's
can't make furniture.
See, I didn't even see
IKEA
that other stuff. All I saw was fried chicken.
Dude,
Potato salad,
well, it's
candied
bad.
yams.
no, see that's sad because when an IKEA, the people at IKEA went, this is what comes to mind when I think of Juneteenth and what all that. They totally went, yeah,
But they used a Danish accent.
black
right?
people love this and this. That totally just pigeonholed them right there.
Why didn't he have like a 40 on it? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, at some point you got to walk that back. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, they did. They deleted it immediately.
okay. All right. So you think that may have been a publicity?
New menu, we're having Chinese
No,
food.
no, it wasn't. No, that was
they
just,
were trying to
They
look
were just
woke.
idiots. Yeah, no, they were just
Well,
stupid.
What blows my mind is, somebody comes up with this idea. It's not like a one-man show. They have to pitch this idea to a group of people that say, that's what we're doing.
In a conference room.
I'm all in. Just sliding all the chips in. This is what we're doing.
But
Some nerdy white dudes, 125 pounds, went, this is a really great idea.
Here, give me five.
I think you're missing the. I think you're missing what a board meeting would look like at IKEA. They're Scandinavian, so yeah, they probably don't have a lot of the
Right.
soul.
But
They-
I mean, but that just kind of shows that.
yeah, I mean, they Googled what black people eat. I guarantee that's what they did. Even though we all do this.
But to
I'm gonna
be
tell
fair,
you, fried chicken. I ate
fried
fried
chicken
chicken
and
and watermelon
watermelon,
this last weekend.
If you don't like it,
You
you're
ain't Baptist,
probably
I know that.
communist.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if we could find a way to put a Chickadilly's in California,
Now, hold on.
the line would never, it'd be 24/7. The
don't-
line would never end.
You're getting a little too far ahead because there's things in motion
There's
I'm trying to work on. All right, now don't let people
he
jump
just
on
give
that.
away a freaking business plan.
Jeez,
I can't
Louise.
stand you right now.
Chase is the new owner of the Chickadilly franchise.
Well, I drove through
Yeah.
Homer and,
Do it in
and
San
Haynesville
Francisco.
the other day, coming back from Monroe, and the kids were in the back, and I went, girls, I want y'all to take it in because we got past the city limit sign of Homer. I went, take it in. One of the original Chickadilly's is in this town.
It's the best one.
That is
You are
true.
privileged to live in this area of the
Man,
country.
one of the district managers used to go to church with us, man, and we would beg her every day
Yeah.
for that recipe. And I believe I don't know if you sign it under a penalty of death.
It's in Fort Knox.
It's got to be up there with the Coca-Cola recipe.
It has, yeah.
But Chickadilly's freaking awesome.
It is good.
I
Now-
would dare to say Chickadilly is better than Coca-Cola.
all right, real quick,
Well,
we're gonna
Chickadilly and Coca-Cola.
We're gonna regroup.
Yeah.
Take a real quick 20-second break, and but
Everybody do jumping jack.
but don't leave because we got a lot to cover, and
Yeah.
including our boy McAfee, and we'll be discussing some of that. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. More STF right after.
Before we
Okay, right after what Alan said.
Yeah, well, it is my house. But anyway, no, I just wanted to say real quick, Mean Gene, appreciate you watching. Seth Miller, you jumped on quick. Good job. Leslie, Romy, hey, that's right.
Oh,
You showed up.
we got several watches.
I can tell
so
you, our podcast went to heck in a handbasket. But anyway,
We're reviving.
But we're reviving it,
And we got a lot to
But
look
thanks,
forward
Mean
to.
Gene, and Tennessee 5 off of YouTube. Thanks, brother. You're still that one guy. You're the man. We are getting more.
You're not
comment-
that guy, bud. You're not that guy, pal.
Hey, you
Please
are
tell
the,
me y'all
you
saw
are the
that.
Are you
guy.
that guy?
I've
Are
seen
you,
it.
you
Are
bet.
you
You
that
bet it.
You still haven't seen
Oh, I've
that?
been seeing all those memes. It's a funny meme.
Man,
Anyway.
so let's. But anyway, speaking of Seth Miller,
We want to help you customize your home or your business, and that's why we recommend you get a name log from our buddy Seth Miller at Miller Custom Name Logs and Chainsaw Carvings. Alan has one in his yard right now, and it's perfect. But that's not all Seth does. Seth can take a chainsaw and make some of the most amazing things. Tons of different sculptures, benches, and he even makes mantles. See what all he can do at millerlogs.com. And please check out his Facebook page. Seth's got all sorts of videos and all that. You can see the creation come to life. Miller Custom Name Logs and Chainsaw Carvings. Give him a call at 573-856-4920, or you can just stop by. He's located on Highway 34 between Piedmont and Patterson, Missouri. Look, we all need a little fashion advice, and that's why we follow @LifeWithLexiG on Instagram. She's a budding social media influencer that provides fashion, beauty, and lifestyle content. Not to mention, she's Alan's daughter, but she's building a name for herself on social media and wants to help you out as well. She'll also charm you with her amazing voice. Just check this out.
No, we weren't come over right. You come over and you stay the night.
At Life with Lexi G. That's on Instagram. If you're interested in any of the products or any of the content that she's talking about, then comment or click the links in her bio. At Life with Lexi G.
That was
All
so
right.
first quarter of 2021
That was.
in all 2020.
But it's glad. Well, thank you for
The longest
sticking
year.
in there with us.
my God.
We're glad to have the guys back. Romy's been all over the United States again,
Making money.
and just
Making money.
Gotta make them
How
coins,
much money
son.
did you make?
robbing
All
banks
the
apparently. And
We're running
Less
back.
than I'm used to.
Jordan's finally back after he's been having a go at it. What's been going on?
Just a lot of stuff going on. A little layoff. I'm back. It's all good.
Are you back like tonight is your return? You're podcasting every other week now.
Return of the man.
Yeah.
What? If we get the boys
Snap.
back, I bet you we get at least 30 or 40 viewers.
Oh yeah,
out of
every time.
that.
Every time.
Man,
Jordan's got this cult following that just is.
Everybody
ridiculous.
likes
you
him for some
do,
reason.
man. We got me and Chase built all these segments, and all we needed y'all is to be here. Man, I'm telling you, they're gonna be fire.
It's gonna be fire.
They are gonna be fire, son.
Jordan, say something funny.
Just a funny story.
But Jordan got this cult following, but he's gonna get a lot more followers after he just take your shirt off. Just do it. Just do it. Show-
I'm good.
Let's
No,
see
I'm
the
good.
diet. What kind of diet?
Jordan's been on this special diet. I'll let it go ahead and tell
Have you ever heard of 8-pack?
I ain't got it. No. What diet? What
The,
diet?
the,
am I on?
Okay, you
the
haven't been on
newest
that.
Atkins kind of diet that started
It's-
30 years ago.
Okay, so you eat primarily honey buns and you eat one a day.
one
That's
honey
it.
bun a day.
A honey bun a day, and
You'll-
that's it.
You'll drop.
So it's the
20
kind of a
pounds.
fasting,
Right.
Like a diabetic coma, then fast. Diabetic coma, fast. That
Right.
would work.
Sugar rush crash.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
Because you would sleep through the fast.
Well, what
Oh
happens
my
is-
gosh, that is freaking money.
I know.
Quit
I know.
giving away
I
ideas.
know.
Trademark. You heard that in a while.
So what's going on?
I don't know it.
He just graduated from college. You got to have all things going on. All these
I
people
did,
hollering at you.
I did do that. I'm pretty pumped about that.
I would imagine.
I still think I have homework due.
Oh,
Even after
do you ever wake up thinking?
I've got stuff to do. Yeah.
You ever wake up? Man, I still
What are they
have.
gonna do? Kill you?
What?
I mean,
But
I can't worry what other people think.
Hey,
Well,
that's a
Homework?
great segue. Because speaking of killing,
but when, but when you're in a dream, you can't do nothing about it. But I still will say I'll still have dreams where I didn't finish like third grade or something like that.
Wow.
And you
I
gotta,
did,
go,
finish,
kind
I did
of
not finish the
fun.
12th, which is
you gotta
ironic.
go straight Billy Madison on it.
Well, it's kind of fun because you're in there. You're like, but I know what I know now.
Yeah.
But you're like, but they're a bunch of freaking idiot kids. Well, anyway, but I'm in there.
Come on, dodgeball.
all right. So,
Anyway,
for
man.
real, speaking back to the killing subject, I need
There
a.
got to be somebody.
I need
some
a.
killing.
I need Romy, also known as Q.
I need Romy to quit drinking what he's
the
drinking
itch
here because when he burps, it's
I
like
got the itch, but I ain't. Chicken C&E. We're talking about chicken deli, and you got that Chicken Express cup. Boom.
It's tea and fireball.
You
What
know,
think? All right, so Romy, enlighten us on what's going on. I mean, you've been all over the tell us about John McAfee, because if you haven't been watching the news, you still hadn't seen it.
Do you
because
think
big
he's-
news ain't covered.
Do you think he's Q? Do you think he's QAnon? QAnon.
I think he might be the
No,
biggest
but I do
troll.
think he's
The-
well connected. I think he knows a lot of people.
Why would he
Talking
post
about-
that on Instagram?
Why would he post what?
The big letter Q on Instagram.
I think it's
5 hours after he died.
I think it's the biggest troll of all time.
think so.
I think he's still
possible.
alive.
He's still-
I think he's hanging out with Epstein.
He might be right.
Well, he bought a private island, crap like that.
Yeah,
but
he did.
but anyway,
yeah.
he was just about to be extradited back to the United States. And,
Yeah.
and it's got to be,
yeah.
He's
it's got to be part of the Epstein
All
thing.
right, so the viewers at home, John McAfee, of course, McAfee anti-security
It's that
software.
stupid pop up that's always popping
Always
up.
popping up. He invented that, created the software, but he hadn't been a part of that company for almost 20 years.
He's been super crazy.
Mega billionaire.
Bitcoin maxi. He says Bitcoin's gonna be worth $1 million each.
But
I
anyway,
accidentally got sucked into a subscription, and I thought I was going to suicide him.
you know, while
you can't get that crap off.
Man.
His
His
lifestyle, it's like
lifestyle-
a virus.
I know.
his lifestyle is what I would consider the best. No,
Up
it is
until-
Spanish prison.
Crazy
Up
billionaire.
until-
Very happy.
His Spanish prison is pretty nice.
Well, he was a suspect in a murder in Belize, and then and then he
That was
goes
a great documentary.
Then
on it.
he's got the tax evasion, the crypto stuff that
Yeah,
was going on.
owed like $243 million.
Lands himself in a Spanish prison, and then he,
It still has the ability to get on Twitter
and he's been tweeting and Instagramming this whole time.
saying, I'm pretty happy.
He gets a tattoo that says "swat."
Have y'all still not seen the documentary on the dude?
No, I ain't that far.
Man, well, they did one a few years ago when they were talking about trying to extradite him.
Yeah.
That dude he's living the life down there. But the private security that he had.
Oh yeah, he was a very.
Woo, he's got like a military, private military force.
But
Hashtag
anyway,
not dead.
no. But anyway, the news broke a day or two ago that mug ended up just like Epstein in his Spanish prison cell.
Yeah.
Awaiting extradition to
I
the
like,
US.
so on
But
Twitter.
the tweets kept coming.
So
He's like Tupac.
on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, man, I got that video. Oh,
So,
Anyway, what happened?
on Twitter,
Back in
they kept
94.
there's you could tell their robots kept posting that he was just scared for his life because he owed $243 million, just like all the other rich people.
Who did he owe it to?
To the government. He didn't pay his back taxes.
Man.
Yeah,
So,
he could
but
write
it
that
was the
check.
same comment like several times in a row with a different profile picture. Like, you need to change your algorithm there.
So it was almost like a Lori Lightfoot email because
Yeah.
apparently she was just.
Man.
Did you hear about the email where she was just repeating the same lines
Yeah,
over?
I
I will
read
not
it
tell
too.
you. You read the email?
I read the email.
Man, she might be legitimately crazy.
Oh, they're all crazy up there.
That's true.
Man.
I'm pretty sure she's an
reading
alien.
it did-
Have you looked at her face?
She looked like
She is the ugliest woman, and she had to have that hairdo because she's a public figure.
She's
I'm like,
Beetlejuice.
when are you gonna get it done?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
Did you see where Pixar was
understand.
suing her for copyright infringement because she looks like Sid the Sloth?
Man,
That's a mean-spirited joke, and I'm.
how did you getting through that the inner office memo? It wasn't an email,
God.
but it did remind me, and somebody put that together. It did remind me of The Shining.
Yeah.
Where that all work and no play makes Jack a
dull
dull boy,
boy.
and he had written like 100 to 200 pages of it.
Wow.
Mean Gene
Yeah,
thinks
that was crazy.
that Gitmo is where Epstein and McAfee are. I don't know, man.
Unless they got a spa there now. I don't know, man.
But anyway, you
But
know that he was.
I don't think he was on the same side as Epstein. I think he knew what powerful people were messing with Epstein, just like Warren Buffett getting away from walking away from Bill
didn't
Gates.
He say something
and-
about he had 16. If something happens to me, I didn't kill myself, and I'm not doing this. They suicided me. And then he said, if anything happens to me, I'm releasing 16 terabytes
Yeah.
worth of
But that was
data
also
on
in
corruption.
2019 also. So.
Well,
But he wasn't
no,
dead.
No. That's right.
But he wasn't
he had,
dead.
He had to die first. But
Yeah.
Well, the news Revolver had the news story today
Well,
about that.
where's the big media
death,
covering
what
this?
did you what do you call those? It's a death trigger anyway. So
Oh yeah.
I forgot what they call it. Anyway,
Kill switch?
Kill switch. It's like a kill switch or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I want to see what's.
But it's
I
supposed to
wanna
be released immediately upon confirmation of his death.
see- Oh wow.
But they'll never confirm.
Interesting.
They'll never get the body.
I like
Who would
you.
break
I
that?
don't
Maybe they'll
think
dump his
that
body
he
like
was-
Bin Laden
Oh,
in the
I
middle
don't
of the
think
ocean.
he was.
An ocean burial.
So nobody would worship his body.
There's not-
Okay.
They say this
I
is
think-
their tradition. There ain't no ocean in the Middle East.
I never thought about that. That's a genius. You know that dude's. He is probably cute. What if Bin Laden was cute?
Oh my
Golly, you talking about mind
Man,
job.
this is just
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the? I'm gonna tell you what. I've been watching a lot of about Putin and Steven Crowder did a. You know when Biden was talking and he just paused. He had like a mini stroke for like 9 or 10 seconds.
Yeah, his eye went over here.
Well, Steven Crowder did what you do, except he can't do it. Every time he tries to do a Russian accent, it turns Mexican.
Yeah, it's really weird. I've seen
But
it.
he did like an earpiece, like he had an earpiece in. So every time Biden would pause, he would say something. It didn't tell Biden. It was good, and I was thinking, man, you are totally rip that thing off because you would make it a lot funnier.
Man, Biden's losing it anyway. But
he's not doing good.
Well, I mean, even as right in front of the camera, no press around him type remarks, he looks just really worn out.
Could you imagine?
I mean, he's mumbling so bad.
I don't think he makes it past this next flu season.
I don't think he'll make it past
flu season.
Yeah, I think.
If he makes it to 2022, I'd be amazed. I don't. But
it's crazy.
But the thing is, what do you do?
I give him 3 more terms.
Well, what do you do? What do you do if you're the media and they finally realize, because that's driven by advertising and it's driven by dollars for sure, any kind of dollars.
It all is.
But at some point, with the ratings dipping like they are, and now Biden's new numbers just came out, he is at 46 approval.
How?
Which, when you're in your first 5 to 6 months, normally you're in the 60s and 70s.
And you had
you have to be terribly.
And you had 80 million people.
Yeah, and vote for him.
More votes than ever.
But what was more? So that wasn't too astonishing. 46 approval rating. So those are just lightly approved. Absolutely fanatical about him. Mm-hmm. But it was the strongly disapproved jumped from like 17 to 18% to 37.
Well, it was like what I was telling you is that, he said the student loan thing. AOC's pushing, no, cancel student loan debt. He's like, well, I'll think a little bit, on this amount of money. He went, no, I can't do any. And they were like, well, this ain't what I voted for. What's going on?
Where's my free lunch?
Besides,
I wanted that IKEA thing. I wanted that menu.
Besides opening up the border, what's he done?
Raise gas prices a lot.
No. We know the criticisms, but what is he? I mean, he took an executive action
a bunch
to open the border.
Yeah.
What has he done since then? He rejoined the Paris Climate Accord.
Has he done that officially yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're fixing to do the Iran deal again.
Yeah.
They're fixing to do the Iran deal.
They're having trouble. Well, that new president-elect, he's not really wanting to come to the table.
Hey, man, that is a powder keg, because now you have in Israel.
What do they call him? The butcher of what?
I don't know.
Or the hangman?
The hangman.
Main Street.
Okay. Yeah. So now you have an Israeli new prime minister who is right of Netanyahu.
Yeah.
And then you have a new Iran guy
who is apparently crazy.
That is a crazy,
those two gonna
death-loving sucker.
And crazy in Iran is crazy.
Yeah, when the Iranians are calling you crazy.
Yeah,
that's rough. Wait, you're right, because I was kind of hoping BB would win, but this dude's even more conservative. But it does make it tough.
Man,
but it actually, but
keg.
it could be, but it also could be like a Trump being elected here that scared a lot of people.
Sure.
If he's unpredictable, then that could quite
right.
I tell you, Trump,
Naftali Bennett, or
Trump quieted a lot of storms by being a loose cannon. So the dude from the new prime minister of Israel is like, we may not want to mess with this guy. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know,
because he's liable to push a few buttons.
Right, and that's just
I don't know.
Like they're saying, it's just he's a little extreme, and they're saying, hey, we want to get back in the Iran deal and give you a lot of sweet moolah. We want to give you a lot of good stuff. And he's like, I ain't even coming to the table. Death to everybody. And so we're just waiting to see.
I just wonder if that dude from Israel, if he's going to say, man, this Iron Dome ain't just defensive. Man.
But
have you seen that thing in action?
Yeah.
It's all
cool. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
They have a long range one of those called the David Sling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's for like intercontinental.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like a defensive weapon.
Well, I was wondering, because I saw the legislation where they internally are calling Iran Goliath. So that makes a lot of sense.
Man.
But I want to get back to what you said about Bill Gates and people
They are-
Warren Buffett dropping at his.
They are
Tell
socially
me about that.
distancing
I don't
from
know about
him
that.
like
Well,
he
the-
has COVID.
The billionaires are starting to eat their own too, and I got to know
Happens every time.
who's the next billionaire that's about to go through some stuff. Because Bezos is about to go to space, and I was going through the story,
and I think he'll stay there.
Look, there's a petition. There's a petition.
I heard about that.
That has over 60,000 signatures to stop Jeff Bezos from returning to Earth.
How do you stop him? Number one.
Well,
How do you stop him from coming
and,
back to Earth?
you
hold
can
on,
find,
Just,
you can
just
find
turn
it-
the radio off.
you can find the petition
You can't
in
get
our
back in there.
comments.
Biden said he would stop him because you know how strong he is on border stuff. He said he would stop him right there.
What's he
at the
gonna do?
atmosphere.
Tell everybody on Earth, hey, everybody turn your lights off at 8:00 so they can't find their way back.
Well, by then
That's the way to do it in his day.
By then, Russia will have our electrical grid and just do it for us. Did you see when he was meeting with Putin? He said when he came out there and did that press conference, they didn't do it. They did it separately. They didn't do it together.
Of course,
And he went,
which was a bad sign.
He went, and I made everything clear. I told Putin not about the hacks and stuff, and I gave him a list of 16 critical infrastructure things that I said don't hack these. And I was like, you gave him
Wow.
a list of stuff to hack.
Whatever you do, don't break into this safe. That's where all my money is.
So how do you
And
think?
whatever you do, don't push that code in.
That's right. And don't type in a bunch of numbers and lock me out. Here's my PIN number. So what do you think? How do you think Putin responded? Give me how did Putin respond?
I was thinking when you said he crossed his legs in that meeting.
Oh my! Did you see the video? Did you see the video?
Yeah.
I was dude
Because
when
you
they
said Putin went, this man has no balls.
he has no. So did you see when they first sat down? Mm-hmm. Did you see? So they ran a comparison between that and Trump. And this is mainstream
Yeah,
media
Trump's sitting up
comparing
pointing
him
stuff.
to he's a gentleman.
Man.
But yeah, Trump's like, yeah, look at
Yeah,
that
he's
book.
like, you
look
do
at-
this, you
look
do
at
that.
book.
And one of the
hey,
me-
look at that. That's called a TV remote. But it was
he did that. What
It's
got
in
me
the
was
art of the
the,
deal. It's a control thing.
He
control
controls
the meeting.
everything.
You always do it on your turf, and you point things out, and they're just looking around, and they're like a kid.
Well, what he said about the media guy, they were trying to get the photo op, and the guy behind the camera said,
That was-
shake his hand. He went, not yet. I'll do it when you'll know.
he said, not yet. In a minute. Yeah, in a minute.
He wasn't even going to shake his hand.
Didn't
I
even
control all this, and Putin's just like,
And it was time, and Putin just didn't know what to do. And the thing, and also the power move was just the way. So Putin sits down with his legs like a real man. So Trump says, "I'm doing this."
he sat down like that.
So Putin
like
goes-
the transgender weightlifter in the Olympics.
So Putin does this, and then Trump does this, and then puts his arms on us, and then he does the power move,
Oh yeah.
like he's doing this, and then Putin pretty much melted. But when but they sat down, and first thing Biden sits back and crosses his legs, so they're taking pictures, hadn't shook hands yet, and Putin's looking at his people. He's going,
Yeah.
he goes.
Yeah. And
And he said
CNN
something,
was
and he
like,
said something in
"Oh,
Russian like,
Biden's just so graceful. He knows how to
Yeah,
handle all this
such a-
so well. You see
such a gentleman."
how Putin looked kind of intimidated by it. It's like, are you
So
kidding me?
intimidating.
yeah,
But real
that
quick,
KGB,
we'll do it.
he would break. Okay,
We'll
he would
run
snap his neck with a finger.
two more sponsors real quick, and
Yeah.
we're back after this momentarily. Stick with us. Where's the at?
If you love the outdoors, then you love fishing. And the best way to keep your pond stocked is with our friends at Billy Bland Fishery. They have all the best sport fish from catfish, koi, bass, crappie. And if you want to keep that tank in your home or classroom or even the office looking good, then Billy Bland's also has a great variety of tropical fish as well as goldfish, minnows, and much, much more, and they ship right to you. The name is Bland, but the fish are not. And you can see the selection that they have at billyblandfishery.com. Or give them a call. They'd love to hear from you. 870-694-4811. They're on Facebook, so go ahead and like their page and check out why they are the best name in the fish game. If you're looking to decorate your home and want it to look amazing, then Cottonwood Farm Design Company has exactly what you're looking for. Cabinets, tables, signs, and all sorts of decorations that would give your home the warm, rustic charm that you'll love and your friends will too. Check out all their designs and even make your own at one of their sign parties. Have an idea? They'll bring it to life. 5-star reviews all over the place because Cottonwood Farm Designs are built to last. Like their Facebook page, Cottonwood Farm Design Company. You can also call them 910-220-5867 or email them at cottonwoodfarmdesignco@gmail.com.
Man.
Andrew Yang bowed out.
Yeah. Man.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
That is the weirdest. Have you seen how the ranking? Have you ever seen a ranking?
Yeah, I didn't
and how
understand
it works?
it. I didn't understand
So
it really.
what happens? It's there's some good things about it, but it is really weird and it takes a while. So if you can have 50 people in the election,
Yeah.
and someone's got to get to 50%. So they start ranking everybody. Even if you have ties and all that, you get these two. Whoever's the lowest on totem pole, that person gets that percentage. Then they just keep rolling it forward until somebody gets 50%. So you just keep going up, and then there's ties, and then they split that, and then next thing you know, it just keeps ranking up.
So, as a testament to how tired New Yorkers are of the democratic policies of New York City, the two finalists.
New York City.
The two finalists right now.
Get her. Oh, you can't say get a rope.
And wow,
I forgot about it. No, that was a commercial.
the two finalists, the Democrats on the Democrat side is a retired NYPD cop, and on the right it's a super conservative. He's like the leader of a conservative organization in New York.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
New Yorkers are fed
I think
up.
people are going to give it a second look,
Yeah.
because normally they're like, "Oh, well, I just vote for."
So
Democrats.
Giuliani's son, is he out?
Oh no, he's still in.
He's
Like,
still
he's
doing
making
good?
strides.
But Giuliani
No,
lost
he's
his
running for
bar.
governor though. He's running for New York governor.
Did he get kicked out? Did he?
Yeah,
Man,
Giuliani
I
lost
figured.
it.
I figured.
He lost his
I
New
figured-
York Bar Association.
Wow.
So yeah, that's Sydney Powell's going.
Oh, yeah,
she'll
she's
be
next.
disbarred too.
But speaking of elections, the straw poll. Where was it at? CPAC?
Florida.
No,
Yeah, CPAC in Florida.
Yeah, straw poll. Of course, you got to say it's in Florida. DeSantis beats Trump. I mean, are we?
There's no real surprise.
I mean, was it surprising to you, or
No.
was it
No,
not?
Not at
have you
all.
seen the policies of DeSantis?
That dude-
is on
He-
fire.
There's a great documentary on DeSantis now.
Really.
We should do a poll right here. Trump or DeSantis? Who would you back in an election? Right, if the election were held today.
Chase, who would you pick today?
Honestly, I might go with a DeSantis just because Trump is just such a lightning rod. I don't think the media would be able to handle DeSantis the way he handles him right now. I mean, I'd like to see more. Because he's so there's not I don't know everything about him. Trump's been investigated from day one, and he's been fairly clean. So I think you're not going to find anything in his background. Yeah, we don't already know. DeSantis, you just never know. But like you said, policy-wise, he's been
On the money.
on the mark.
You would have to look at the documentary that was done,
Until he got to Biden, then Biden all the way.
and then the amount of mental research that went into that. But just I didn't know about his previous, like where he went to school, his service.
Some other
He was
knowledge,
a
right? Yeah.
college baseball player. And then he goes and he actually. So here's the deal about DeSantis that Trump wanted to do. I want to say Trump got railroaded on COVID. I don't care if we get kicked out. No matter. He got railroaded on COVID. First sign. The first symptom. I mean, the first indication of that is you keep Tony Fauci when you get a new administration. So that's problem number one.
Has he been
so
on,
here's the thing.
Has he been on TV recently? Fauci?
No, they have got him in high.
Man, he was on
He's
every.
next in line
He's
on
on
the
vacation.
suicide
He's
list.
on vacay.
I hadn't seen him in a little while. Maybe
He's wrapped up in a mask. But here's
If he goes on
honestly,
vacation after telling people to stay home, I'll be so mad.
But you know what? So here's the thing. You know how what DeSantis did to fight he didn't come up with all his own. When Dr. Birx and Dr. Fauci kept basically overruling Scott Atlas, who kept saying from the get-go, because he's a health policy expert, where they're just epidemiologists and virologists who've never seen a patient in 40 years. He's actually policymaker. So he deals with what is best for public health, and then what are the effects of the policy. So he kept telling from the get-go, do not lock down. Do not lock down. So he finally resigns, and as a kook, DeSantis hires him. He runs DeSantis. DeSantis sits down with Atlas, and Atlas starts giving us all this stuff. And he said, DeSantis says, hey, I've already read all that. So he keeps giving him paper. You read this paper? Yeah, I've already read it. So then he gets that dude from Stanford that kept trying to get Trump to do certain things. And so he puts him on his task force. So you got all the ones, you got all the hydroxychloroquine people, you got all of that. They were all on his task force.
Oh yeah,
on his payroll.
So everything that they kept advising Trump to do, but he couldn't do because it was so early on, nobody really knew anything.
Everybody was still very, very scared.
Everybody was still scared. DeSantis disseminated the information, asked the questions, and he would say, "You stop me when I'm wrong," and they
congratulate me when I'm wrong.
Right. and they nailed every policy.
Yeah.
And it was really Scott Atlas.
Nailed it.
But man, it's DeSantis is going to be tough. He's smart, man. But
he is smart.
What it comes down to is foreign policy. But I believe Trump proved you don't have to have a lot of foreign policy experience.
Right.
The thing about DeSantis, was he a senator or representative? He was
I don't think I.
He was a representative. Oh yeah, he was a representative.
I don't think I remember him in the Senate.
I don't remember him. No, he wasn't a senator. But
Google, he was a Google it. You got to.
I just laugh at who you remember. If he wouldn't have won the governorship of Florida, you remember Gillum, who was running it. What happened? I still can't even believe that dude was almost governor because he got caught in the hotel.
Really.
And that was just weeks after that election was over.
That's right.
He just went downhill.
DeSantis, they don't. I think people think that DeSantis won in the landslide. It was squeaked out. Now, if the election was held, if the election was held today. Yeah. He'd win 95 to 5.
Yeah. He's got me thinking about moving to Florida.
Who is DeSantis running
Probably
mate?
not. He'll be president by then.
Who's the running mate?
Then who takes over Florida?
I have a theory.
Theory time.
I told you earlier.
Is it critical race theory or is it just a theory?
It's just a theory.
Okay.
Well, I don't believe in the other. Trump Jr. VP. I just think
DeSantis runs.
But
what if Trump... and this is the weird.
I don't think Trump wants him to go again, dude.
I don't think
he's hinted at it. And here's the card.
Yeah. I mean, he just likes to stay relevant.
But he
has to stay relevant.
But look at the impact he has on everybody that he endorses. He has to keep saying that.
Here's the thing.
I don't think he's going to run.
Trump is the nominee until he's not.
That's right.
Because right now, I think people...
And then whoever he endorses is the man.
Right.
And I think people want to run, but they're waiting to see if he jumps in. If he jumps in, nobody's going to jump in. And if he doesn't... Then it's whoever he endorses.
And then they're trying to keep people at bay that don't need to run, like a Mitt Romney and
thank goodness.
Idiot like that.
Well, here's the deal.
People like
Romney
that.
2025.
But with Trump living in Florida, if you don't think him and DeSantis don't meet and talk.
Yeah, he was U.S. Florida District 6.
Yep. See,
wow.
Was he a Navy SEAL?
I do read.
He went to Yale and Harvard.
He went to Yale and Harvard.
Yeah.
He pulled the old Tom Cotton part.
Yeah,
George
I had a
Bush
double major in SAU at SAU, so it's kind of close.
Yeah,
SAU
and South Arts.
And even Southern State University.
It was at Southern State Teachers College, and then we transferred to SAU. But he was Yale and Harvard. Just, I guess, it sounded fun.
Can you transfer remedials?
Probably. But man,
how do I have negative credit?
You still have to pay for it.
Oh, believe me,
taxpayer pay for that, babe.
I went to 10 hours. I took 10 hours my first semester and still didn't get any college credit because they were. It's like man,
Emerson's finest.
This is gonna take forever.
What do you mean introduction to English isn't?
I speak English.
You speak English, bro.
This is intro to spelling. All right.
This is civics.
Why didn't I pay attention in high school?
This is how to be a janitor.
Man, nothing wrong with janitors.
Right.
Y'all are gonna need this class.
We need them, apparently. So, hey, anybody looking for a job? Eric Swalwell's hired.
Hey, do
You heard that? Yeah.
Robert? Do you have?
But you have to be a female.
Asian.
You have to be exotic, or you have to be a diverse, exotic background,
Preferably Chinese.
with preferable lived experience.
Lived experience.
What is that?
And your truth.
Wow.
You gotta have.
What's your lived experience?
Lived experiences, your individual experience that you've lived. It's unlike you.
Never let the truth
don't
get in the way of a good
think-
story. All I gotta say.
I don't think he's talking about just because everybody that lives has some kind of experience. You don't put that in quotes.
Right.
He's looking for fang too.
He's
That's
real quick. You want to go? We'll go into our last segment here, but
what's
don't
that?
we have two more sponsors? to throw?
Oh, we
Are
do.
done?
We do.
Okay.
We do. But hold on. But I think didn't we have? No, did we do that twice? Oh my gosh! We did all
We've
that.
already done.
We did that.
We are what is that?
Well, Kamala's finally going to the border, so I was glad to see her that
Bowing
she
to
was
the
going to
pressure.
make it to the right one. That's where she'll end up. But I did. What did I have on here? Oh, I did. I put this on here.
Okay.
I put this on YouTube, and it's starting to get some play.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So I was
all
going
right.
to show y'all. I was going to show y'all
Go
this.
ahead.
It's kind of creepy.
There is no question that there will be a challenge to the coming administration in the arena of infectious diseases, both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that, but also there will be a surprise outbreak.
There will be a surprise outbreak.
Surprise!
And I had to cut it before.
You got COVID.
Could
And I
it
had to
be
cut
that?
right when he said the K because I ripped that video off somebody else's website.
Could it be that Bill
Full
Gates?
disclosure.
Could it be that Bill Gates has the patent on COVID-19?
Probably.
Have you looked into that?
Man, how
No,
As
but
of
how would you
2016.
How would you?
get
How would you?
paid?
Yeah, good luck trying to Google that.
You gotta duck,
Google-
go,
see,
son.
Google-
Duck,
I'm
duck, go.
Somebody might need
Duck,
to be
duck,
buying
go,
some
I got
Yahoo
that.
stock.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Yeah, duck,
That's-
go
You'll
is,
start hearing that
is
again.
decent.
All you gotta do is come out and not be woke, and you can be the search engine.
Romy, do you
for
have
the ages.
do you have a reminiscences or anything that
Sure.
you could? Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I got several.
Do you?
I've been saving them.
Oh
Well,
man, let's run these last.
Let's run these
sponsors real
last,
quick.
and we got some reminiscences we want to hear. We want to catch up with Romy and Jordan and see. My gosh, we got to hear all about what's been going on with y'all anyway. Some reminiscences. So
Word.
we'll get to.
Nothing is more important than family. And we all want the best care for our loved ones. And that's what Regional Hospice Care Group of Northwest Louisiana offers. Quality and compassionate care from a wonderful staff that's dedicated to families. They have a full-time physician on staff that even makes house calls. Located in both Minden and in Shreveport. Regional Hospice Care Group of Northwest Louisiana. Let them
Anyway,
care.
so the mechanic calls
your
me and he's like, "Hey man, who put this lift kit on this truck?"
Four-wheel parts.
I said, "My buddy got it put on there," and said,
If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Magnolia or the surrounding area, or you're in search of some rental property, then Brent and Courtney McHenry can help. They offer free comparative market analysis to help you determine the value of your property and can help you find the perfect buyer. They also work with rental property owners and can help you find the property that's right for you. Plus, they offer very valuable advice. They're good friends of ours, and we hope you give them a try. 870-234-1644. And let Brent and Courtney McHenry see how they can help you.
"What happened? I can't."
All right, so we're back now. Jordan's and Romy were having a big old hoorah over there. Me and Allie couldn't hear because we were having our own discussion.
We were trying to listen to the commercial. We
But
always do.
we love our sponsors.
Thank you for our sponsor.
We always do, every time.
But Jordan and Romy just get to yelling at each other, and then they get in a little slap fight. So I got to come over there
See,
and
my
tickle
face
both
is
of them.
That's why they're never here.
All right.
And so what is going on over there?
So Romy sells me this truck, right?
Oh,
And I buy it.
You talking about that lemon that you drove
The
up here?
lemon that I drove up here.
The truck, there's nothing wrong with it when I sold it.
Did you
to him.
That's
Smoke
what
the
everybody
whole
says. Who has never taken a car to a dealership real quick and said, "No, there's nothing wrong with this"?
Why are you here to
we
get
all
it fixed?
we all say that.
Oh, it was like that.
Why is there sawdust around the radiator?
There's
hose?
sawdust in the gas tank.
Anyway, so I buy this truck from Romy. Love it. Like, it's a great truck. And
2011 Ram 1500.
great truck. It's pretty. I like
Under 100,000 miles when I sold it.
True
Man,
enough.
Jordan's got two trucks. He's got that Ram and he's got that dump truck behind him.
Ooh,
it. Man. So
All right, so what's happening?
So I buy this truck and I noticed that the inside of both of my front wheels are wearing down quicker than all the other tire.
Oh, that mug is...
That mug's messed up,
Oh,
right?
yeah, you got to go get an alignment.
And line up. So I take it up there to the
common
mechanic.
maintenance. Common maintenance.
Common maintenance, yeah. So
I ain't never
so
got an
before
alignment. My back end's trying to beat my front end every time I drive.
You ever seen a dog wagging his tail?
You can't get an alignment on the Kia. You
right, so-
just Fred Flintstone that when you.
Heck yeah. So Romy gets a lift kit put on there before I get it, which makes the truck look even better. I'm happy to have it, so I buy it. And now we're here at present day. Take it up to the mechanic. It needs some maintenance pretty quick. So I leave it at the mechanic. He calls me back 2 hours later. I'm at work. He goes, "Hey man." I said, "Hey man, what's up?" He goes, "Hey,
You know, there's a family of raccoons living in this.
Oh man.
So he goes, "Hey man." I said, "Hey man." He said, "So nice lift kit you got here. This is actually one of the most expensive lift kits a person could put on a truck. This is
Wow.
great." And he goes,
And you bought it like that.
Bought
And
it like that.
Did Romy buy it like that, or did he put it
No,
on?
he
No, I put
Romy,
it on.
You
Romy
put it
had
on
it.
there.
He had it put
Romy-
on.
Himself.
Yeah.
No. I went to 4-wheel parts and I gave them my money.
But
and
did
they
he tell you
put
that
it
every
on.
time you hit a pothole, it will jump out of alignment?
It'll go, "Oh yeah." Yeah.
And it's about $4,000 a year in tires. Just letting you know. But go ahead.
Have you seen? Anyway, so he's on the phone with me. I'm like, yeah, man. So what's up with it? He goes, so this is the probably the most expensive lift kit a person could put on a truck, and he goes into what it's like. The shocks are amazing. Everything's like bon appetit. So
I haven't
he
seen a
goes,
lift kit like this since the Kardashians.
I said, oh yeah. So I said, that's great. So how much will it cost to fix everything and get it back going? And he goes, well, there's the thing. Since this is a really expensive lift kit, it's not going to be good for you today. Like, oh man.
We're going to rebuild this truck from the ground.
He said, so both of your lower, what's the
Tires.
not, I want to say pinion, but it's not. It's not the A arm.
The rack and pinion.
No, it's not the A arms, but the somebody help me out. What's the
Your exhaust fluid.
yeah? No, it's the confluter valve.
Flux capacitor.
Yeah.
The tie-in.
So
the tie
it's
rod.
anyway,
The tie
it's
rod
messed
ends.
up.
The tie rods.
No, it's somebody will put it up here that knows. more about it.
We got mechanics all over.
Yeah. So anyway, he goes, this part needs replacing on both sides. I said, cool. Yeah. So slap them on there. He goes, well, that's the thing. See, you can't even order these. I've got to call the company and they have to send them. Like
It's from the.
from the whatever.
Like special
Is it
order?
rough country?
No, it's not. It's,
Okay, I didn't think.
Okay,
it was.
well, just get them from the
Was it the
company.
one in
You
Monroe?
don't
Was it the
understand.
one in Monroe that
Yeah, he's
Monroe
like, yeah,
makes
you
the best?
don't understand. This
Yeah,
is about
yeah, I
2
know
weeks
what you're
out.
Yeah,
Like,
this company is in the foothills of Germany.
I mean, I can look it up. I can't remember the name of it.
they get their powder coat from
IKEA.
Bangladesh, and then they assemble it in France,
And
and,
the
then they send it
Bangladeshis
over.
do it.
Wow.
And then they find mermaid blood to put in here.
Anyway, he's like, yeah, this is gonna take a while.
Oh my god.
And be really expensive. And expensive it was.
Did you? Was it you that
What
sent
was the total bill?
Oh gosh.
To replace the 2 little metal parts was $870.
Wow.
It's a lot better than I thought you were.
It was me too.
Yeah. It's cheaper than if you put a piece of a 2x4 in it.
Right.
But you heard Romy's that bird that just hit his light.
Oh.
That bug. Yeah.
Oh, I did hear it. Yeah.
How much was that light fix?
$1,575 for a headlight.
I guess I can't be that bad.
That's nuts.
He went to the same store you did. Like,
American made, baby.
what was it? You that sent that video that guy that kid was like, that's gonna be another $250 or something. It was. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh man,
My mind's bad.
Would you look at that?
It was on Instagram.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Because he like there was a
Insta.
it was a guy that was looking at this car and everything he said, oh that's gonna run another $250. You know, he bumped into
Everything was
he bumped
$250.
into the mirror, the rearview mirror, and it kind of bent in, you know, just like they normally do. Oh man, that's too messed up. That's gonna be about another $250. I'm sorry, but it's like they're gonna find something wrong with about $250.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sorry.
That was my. So you sold me a piece of crap.
Man.
I don't
Hey.
think that really. I like that truck.
I'm gonna call the Better Business Bureau on you.
If it makes you feel better,
It
had I
doesn't.
known
It doesn't.
everything was going to work out the way it did, I would not have put that lift kit on it. I would have left the original on there.
It's not. It's not.
I would
like
have
a-
lowered it about 18 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I knew it was going to cost me that much to own it, I would have never done it, Jordan, and sold it to you.
Yeah, so Romy calls me the other day and he's like, hey, I just hit this bird.
Yeah. I was going on Highway 19, or I guess up Highway 19 from Minden towards Magnolia.
Yeah.
I was almost to where Highway 160 pulls off, right there in Macedonia.
These people watching don't know these numbers.
Well, I'm
Oh,
just
they
telling
all
you,
know.
They might be local. You never know.
Grant should know.
We got people all over the world.
Anyway.
What's up, Puerto Rico?
I'm cruising. I'm
Gonna be a
cruising
stay, baby.
at significantly faster than a crow can fly. And he's flying beside me. And I just look over at him like, you know, you can't beat me. And then he just swerves in front of me. And I hear, thump, and feathers go everywhere. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Surely not. I pull over.
And Romy
there
had
at
floored it.
that little wide spot. I pull over. All the glass is busted out of my headlight. I was like,
Oh, wow.
like, why did it, like, this is the craziest thing ever. But it all worked. You know, just the outer glass was broke. The lights still functioned great. But it was that stretch where it was raining for like 7 days
45 days
straight. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time I got to El Dorado, it no longer worked.
What kind of truck you got now?
2020 Ram 2500.
I always like that
Longhorn
Dodge stuff.
Hey,
Isn't that made in like
sell
Germany?
it? You want to
Yeah,
sell
you
it?
ought to come look at it when you get done.
Hey, you
with
want
it.
to sell it to Jordan
Yeah.
real quick? Yeah, I mean,
I would.
He looking for a new one.
I will trade you.
it's got a lift
Can I
kit.
trade you?
He'll trade
Hey,
you
hey,
trade
what-
straight up for lift kit.
Hey, Jordan's got the sweet truck with a lift kit. If you want.
Man, I'm telling you, first lift kit I ever had, I said I'd never do it again, but I did anyway.
Skyjacker?
And I thought it was Skyjacker, and they had to
The bear of suspension.
and they had to custom make it because they didn't have it for
You're
the
the
2004
first
yet.
one?
So the first one. So
They
they took
custom
it,
made it for
so
that
they took it
Pinto.
to, but they did it because they'd not done a 2004 yet. They
you
said
get
they would do
discount.
it at cost.
And my Geo
So
Tracker
they
was the
kept
coolest
it
one
for
in
like
town.
they kept it for a month. And I had nothing but trouble.
Alan's car, you had
Put
to
the
get
wrong
out and go to the
tire
front
size on it.
to
Man.
start it. Had to do that.
That's my first. That was my high school.
Oh,
car.
yeah.
That was my starter. But anyway, they,
What was the one where the water kept falling on your foot?
Oh man, my sky blue LTD, and it wouldn't fall on my foot. It would pour into my shoe when I took a right turn. The centrifugal force poured all the water out of the air conditioner right into my right shoe. So I learned I had to drive barefoot because I drove to Shreveport every morning. That was when I became a financial advisor, and that's when you knew
Got my pants
I
leg
was
rolled
all
up.
about the client.
Yep.
Because I was in an LTD.
Yeah, right
When
this
everybody
way.
else was in a Lexus.
Right this way into my office, please.
I kept a chain. I kept shoes at the.
I ain't saying these shoes are waterproof, but they show holding a whole
I
lot more
should
water
have
than
just
I want
worn
them to.
flip flops or
Hold on,
something like that.
I got to get into my driving shoes. Are those rain boots? Yeah, they are.
Man, but I got that. That's the first car I ever paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Chase,
it took
what's
me
the
like
first
2
car I ever
weeks.
owned?
That Mercury mistake was
The mistake. Didn't you try to jump it?
He jumped it several times.
Try to jump it.
Are you trying to go airborne?
Do
Try
or do
to
not.
implies
There
that
was
you
no try.
failed.
That thing was called. That car was the closest thing to a hang glider I've ever been in.
Man,
It's crazy.
Why'd y'all hit the couch? What'd you hit? No, that was you.
That was me.
Oh, speaking of hitting
But he was
birds, we
there.
hit an endangered owl one night, I think.
That owl was
Man.
imprinted on that car for a few
Did he
moments.
get
It looked
stuck
like
in
an
the, did he
albino
get stuck in the
owl.
grill?
This is the image that we saw. It was so fast.
It was
a white
so
owl.
fast.
And then we went back to find it. Nowhere to be found.
Nothing.
That
Really?
bug flew
Was
off.
it the same night
man.
that bat flew right into the middle of your windshield? We
Yeah,
thought it
it's the
shattered
same
the-
night. Yeah.
Wow.
Those animals were out for blood.
Man, they were too.
God,
moon.
man.
I don't know, but
Lunar eclipse.
that was a full windshield full of owl. I know that.
That's good meat there.
Oh, man. I
Kebab-
told you that
kebabs.
story about that spotted owl, didn't I?
I think so.
About killing the spotted owl,
We might have
not
to
knowing it
leave
was
on that.
endangered.
Are there any game wardens
But the
watching?
game, but he let me go because I played ignorance, and typically it doesn't work. Anyway, but after
He
it was over,
really believed you.
well, yeah. Well, he said after it was over, he asked if it was for. I thought it wasn't the first time, and I think at Double Jeopardy, he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said, all right, but I do have to
Double Jeopardy? Are you?
I don't know the law.
Statute of limitations.
He
mate.
said, but he said, all right, I got to know how's it taste. I said, kind of like bald eagle.
You're like that whooping crane on King of the Hill that one time. That guy
Oh,
was
man.
singing for it. Have you seen a whooping crane come here? Man, I'm telling you, down there. Woo, la, 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 play that. Down behind that snipe, man. Down, what? He don't done time, but putting that right in that cooler, man. Well, if you see it, will you guys please?
Oh, my God.
That's good.
That's so good.
Man, I guess that's where we'll leave it. This seems
Oh,
too short.
Well, we
but-
can't. We got to
Okay,
do
never
one.
mind.
We have to do one.
We got to do one. What do we got over here?
of this.
And now, another installment of Romy Reminiscences.
All right. So this story takes us back to 2006, 2007.
Oh yeah, the golden age.
Yes.
It's gonna be good.
I was
Great years.
I was
Can,
staying with my
can we do
uncle.
some background music?
I can do this.
What'd you do?
I'm ready.
All right. Let me do it. Let me find you some.
Do we have anything?
I'm sure.
Come on, it's,
I bet I got something.
that's,
We don't know.
That's scary.
I don't want scary
What's that
music.
say?
No, we need needle scratch.
Come on, man.
That's not music.
Oh,
All right,
you know. Okay, y'all go ahead, and I'll get him some ambient
So
music.
2006 or 7.
Yeah, something like that. I'm staying with my uncle, and we noticed, we went grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Put the loaf of bread, the Nature's Own honey wheat loaf of bread on the counter, and the next
y'all got
day,
that. They got that rich people bread.
So
the next day, there was a
Right.
little tiny hole, probably about the size of your pinky, in the wrapper, and half the loaf of bread was gone. Half. So I say, dude, you got a problem here, like an infestation. He's like, oh no, it's just a mouse. I was like,
Just a mouse.
that's not a mouse. Like it's more than
It ain't half a loaf of bread. That thing's more than a mouse.
So
Hold on.
What is this?
so we go get some
Sitting on the
traps.
front porch.
We go get some. Can you turn it down?
Turn that crap.
I'm trying to do ambiance.
Oh, so this man's got a rap.
So
like a
We got this cicada
we have
infestation
some
on.
kind of rodent that is eating bread, a large amount of bread. So we find a trap. It's just a regular old mouse trap. I'm telling him, dude, you need a rat trap. He's like, we ain't got no rats. So we put this mouse trap out. My room is like right beside the kitchen. So about 12:31 in the morning, you hear "Schwat!" And I was like,
Sound like an elk hit the
Yeah.
floor.
I was like,
child.
got him. So I was, confident that whatever it was dead. I get up at daylight and getting ready to go to work. And I get up and I hear. And I was like,
I said, "You scary?"
I was like, "Is that Darth Vader? Like, what is going on?"
Yeah,
I
Darth
go in
Vader
there.
every time.
It is a rat, and I'm not lying to you. It was the size of a full-grown cat. It was a rat, every bit of this long, that clamped on his head and knocked him out and fell off the counter. So I have some leather work gloves. Jeff is still in his room asleep. So I was like, "You gonna learn today." So I pick up this rat by the tail, because I want, I don't know what to do. It's in his kitchen. So I pick him up, but the tail's like a foot long.
That's the redneck version of having a tiger bite.
Yeah. So I pick this rat up and I'm holding it as far as my arm will go, and this rat is spinning around like that.
Like a catfish.
Yeah.
He was trying to get at you.
And I was like, Zilla. So I stuff him in a Walmart bag and I put him in another Walmart bag. So I go.
You Michael Vick in that day.
What are you about to go throw it in a bathtub and electrocute
in a
it?
pool
give me
and
some
throw
time.
a toaster in it? What do you do? There's easier ways, man.
So
Let me just slowly stuff it.
All you had to do was ask for your bread.
Let me just Epstein that dude.
give me my bread back. You know how much bread costs?
No, fool, it's my bread.
So I go show Jeff. I was like, "Would you look at this rat?" And he's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "This is a rat that we caught in the kitchen." And he's like,
Man,
under
that's
the cover, he's like, "No."
Man, that's trash bag.
So
Oh, man.
I throw him in the trunk of the car after I secure.
You should tell him as a squirrel
After
and
I
have him clean it.
secure the Walmart bags, multiple, and then I go to the little gas station, at the end of the road where I get Diet Coke all the time, and I just pop the trunk and just threw him in the dumpster. And went in the store like business as usual. So
What's the name of that store?
The rat is still alive.
Was that Winsboro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This,
I didn't
this
double
is,
knot it. I just
No.
transplanted
Was that
it.
Winsboro?
This is
No, this was Minden.
this is
Oh,
part. This
man.
is only part one of this story because that rat
He's still alive.
is somewhere.
You ever heard of Master Splinter?
I believe he got transferred to Chicago. And y'all may have heard.
Man,
Jordan looks like he's about ready to work out with his earphone on. You got them buds kicking.
Got him strapped in too. Don't
man,
want
what? Hey, you about to strangle yourself, son?
You going? That's how
thing
Epstein.
on a leash.
That's how Epstein went out. He was trying to do an interview.
Where I want you now,
He was
cuz.
trying to. We figured it out. Wasn't man? Wasn't McAfee trying to do an interview? That's probably how he went.
Probably is. Yeah. So
Anyway,
You want to know?
sorry.
Oh man, go ahead. We got
Yeah,
time.
man.
We
Oh,
got
of
time.
course. Do I need to play the intro? I'm just kidding.
No.
No, you
I'm not going to do it to you.
So, in my early days of my line work career, I grunted for a guy named Dwayne.
How'd you grunt?
Grunt. Grunt is just like the helper
This sound,
or whatever.
somebody named Dwayne. Let me build a little bit of.
Dwayne. So his nickname was Dog, or some people called him Killer.
there's always a nickname.
Yeah, it is
You
true.
got it. You got
So,
it.
He
So-
knows
So
them
I
all.
try to give y'all one before every show.
As
but
the grunt.
none of them is stuck.
Like Romy's last name.
As the grunt, my job was to make water, what they call it. You got the big
So you
igloo
put-
cooler.
All
that
you had to
put-
do was go to the bathroom a bunch.
Yeah. You got the big igloo cooler. You go to the ice
make 'em
machine and you fill it up with ice and put water in it, and you put it on the truck so you could fill up a water bottle or wash your hands or whatever. So one day, I just halfway put ice in it, and it wasn't cold enough to Dwayne's liking. He fussed me out for like 2 hours.
This is only 6 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. So he was like, "Come on, dude, you're gonna have to do better than this." And I was like, "I got you, dog." I said, tomorrow it'll be good.
It's gonna be nice and cool.
So the next day, I mounted that ice up in that cooler, and I had the water going real slow. And as it would melt, I was pouring more ice in, and so it was super cold, like uncomfortably so. And I was like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be good." And it was first thing in the morning. Dwayne would always wash his hands, and what am I looking at this one? He'd always wash his hands and everything. And I see him, I'm over here watching, and I see him, he starts putting that water, he's washing his hands real fast, I guess. And then finally he's like, "God, that water's cold." So you never got on to me again about the water not being cold enough.
So, if I can steal your shine, I've got a pretty good story. It's worth it. I promise.
We should start a new segment called.
Oh my God, no! Everything just stopped. Music stopped. And everything
Let's start this new segment called One Up Master.
like.
Oh no!
Okay, go ahead.
You'll enjoy this.
It was almost like Jordan walking into a party back in college or something.
Was not my scene. That's probably what they look like. All right. So last month, headed out to Virginia for graduation.
Boom.
So
we saw the pictures.
Coming through Tennessee, right on interstate, doing our interstate thing.
But
We get hungry in East Tennessee, and there's a Cracker Barrel. Oh, that's safe, just right off the interstate.
That's what everybody said.
It was very good though. So we stopped there and do our Cracker Barrel thing. Get something.
You play
to
checkers?
eat. No, we didn't do all
You,
that.
do you play the Hunger
You're not
Games?
living the experience.
What?
The Hunger Games?
Why don't you stop interrupting me?
You know the
and
little
tell the
peg
story?
thing that you jump back and forth?
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did play that. So I get the chicken and dumplings. I fill up. It's all good. I eat too much because everybody does it. Cracker Barrel and stuff's good. The cornbread. You got
Absolutely.
the peas. You got everything.
Word.
So we get back in the car.
This mother looking like an IKEA me and you up in here.
We get back in the car and make our way. About 5 miles down the road,
Another Cracker Barrel.
your boy starts to break out into cold sweats. Something is happening and it ain't good.
Oh my God, this is like a Filipino airport bathroom.
Filipino slug.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Going back in the audio days.
That's back in the
Filipino slug.
Back when the podcast was good, baby.
So it's going south really quick,
Oh yeah, it is.
and it's
Start breathing like this.
That's where your
No,
that's where your rectum's at, baby.
panic is setting in. I'm like you're making contingency plans at this point. There's a plan A, B, and C, and you're on plan A right now.
What's plan C?
I don't know. I don't know what that is
I
yet.
got socks. I got a t-shirt.
Haley, take the wheel.
All right, no. So I immediately take the next exit. 2 convenience stores. I pull in, of course, the closest one. I am running out of time, and
That's what it was doing in Japan.
Sorry, I know you had
the
I had no idea.
following contents of the story are true as they happened.
Oh man,
All right.
this ought to be good.
I sprint. I sprint into the convenience store. There's a sweet girl, East Tennessee girl working the counter. I said, "Where's your restroom?" She goes, "They're over there," but
They're about
Ooh.
6 miles.
they're over there, but they're both out of order.
I just need something to hold it.
I said, the men's and the women's are out of order. She goes, "Yes, sir. I'm so sorry." And so I said, "Okay." I run out the door because
You just leave that conversation as
I leave
is.
it. There's
thank
no
you.
time left to talk. So I go out, and there's probably half a mile down this side road is another convenience store, and that's it. And I'm gonna make a break for it. I get in the car. I'm making a break for it. I'm panicking, and you're thinking like, man, what's this gonna do to the seats?
Oh my,
And so
going to clean all this
it's
out.
the worst it has ever been in this situation in my life. And I'm like, this is bad. And so I start to leave the parking lot, and I'm like, the decision's made that I'm not going to make it down there. Let me tell you
I'm
the
already
terrain.
defeated.
Did you hold on
I've
to the handle
debated
the
it in my
back?
mind.
Oh, no, just listen.
At this point, you're trying to convince yourself, well, maybe it's not bad. It's just inconvenient for me to have to clean it all up. But I'm going to be
No,
okay.
like we're gonna have to deal with this the whole way there and back. And so I'm
You ain't
like,
going to stop and clean?
all right. I said,
If this happens to me, we're all riding with it, okay?
and so I'm making you turn in the parking lot. I'm trying to get behind the store. Okay, where we're at is so mountainous in the Smoky freaking mountains that the back of the store there's a retaining wall and there's up mountain cliff. There's no woods. Okay, no woods back here. And there's a Hardee's connected to this thing with a drive-through. There's a truck blocking my way.
But I bet I could throw a football over him.
T-minus 10 seconds. This is about to go down.
John Denver's
I'm
full
sweating.
of crap,
I'm
man.
sweating as much as I can possibly sweat. This is happening whether I like it or not. This is leaving my body.
He tends to like it.
And so there's a dumpster back there.
You climbed in the dumpster.
No, So I'm like,
You sprayed in the dumpster.
No, you did the old hangover.
It's up there with that
No,
extra
or did
spicy.
You
just
ever seen
died.
the rainbow?
no.
It's up there
So
with that extra spicy on McDonald's. Like,
so I'm like, I need something to to wipe with. Okay.
oh my
And
God.
Haley,
Sounds
we're,
like
we're in
Jordan.
her grandparents' car, and he's an
me.
old Vietnam vet, and he's ready for everything. So he's got a big.
Wait, you're not in your
No, we're
lifted truck.
No,
or
uh-uh,
anything.
no,
You're
we-
in somebody else's vehicle.
Yeah, we take a gas saver.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Yes,
Well,
I know, man.
Dude, that was your out. That's somebody
No
else's
doubt.
problem.
It wasn't like that when we got it. Hey, we dropped it off, cleaned it.
So after I go around
Detailed
this,
it.
after I go around this truck,
Jordan, did you? It ain't my car.
I go around this truck and I slam it in the park, and I take this roll of brawny toilet paper, whole roll, and I head behind this dumpster, which is removed from this retaining wall like 3 feet. I'm exposed to the drive-through and the people that are sitting there. I mean, you can see me, and everybody's like, "What's this guy doing?" Thank goodness.
Was
there's
that mostly men?
I don't know.
Susie, cover your eyes, please. So,
Yeah. So I'm
guy just trying to
behind
order.
this dumpster, and these people are ordering. You can hear their voices. They're ordering on this intercom. I'm like, man. So I drag. I drag at the last minute.
Could you say that order again, right quick?
Number 2.
Okay, that's a number 2. You want fries with that?
So luck would have it. There's this big tall bread rack
Some Odeon, please.
that can
Would that be a large or small?
hide me from view, and I drag this bread rack, and no sooner than I can remove my garments, it's there, it's gone. Yeah,
Your garment, like,
Was it
you
instant
can't-
relief?
Like you can't say pants, like you're wearing some sort of handmade stuff. I removed my corset, and then
My knickerbockers.
Oh, man.
and so
Unless they know he's going to be taking corn pop behind the barn.
you proceed to what can honestly be called a criminal offense at this point.
it is a criminal offense. I broke the law in Tennessee.
I was
How
told
close-
that pooping is not illegal, but peeing is, because they assume that if you come to the point where you have to poop on the side of the road, then they know it's
It's an emergency.
Yeah.
What about,
this was an emergency?
So it was that how I mean.
And I'm hanging. I'm having to put my hands on this dumpster to provide myself some.
So you're like in a squat, like a one of those defensive positions.
Right, yeah.
Did you get any splashback?
Oh, man.
Were you wearing flip flops at all?
There was none of that. I was
Not-
able to get away from there.
When did this
without-
happen?
For all the ladies watching, nothing's worse than going to a urinal wearing flip flops.
But
So my wife is-
Chase gets uncomfortably close to people, though. Do not go to an airport bathroom,
Yeah.
Chase, and you will get picked up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I throw that leg over on that other.
He knows that sign.
He does the baby chase where he just drops his pants to his ankles.
When was that?
I was last month. This was last month at night.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's nighttime?
Oh,
You're good.
nighttime you go.
Oh, no, it's a well lit place. Like, it's well
So
lit.
the key
That's when you
is
shoot the lights out.
the key is to turn around to where you can't see the other people.
But I
And
can't
it don't
see you.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
can't see me.
Yeah,
That's
They
right.
don't see your face.
It's like putting your head over the covers
All
of the
they
monsters
see
in your
is
brain.
just what is that's a
Oh my god! And then
is that a goat?
There's a snake over there!
and then
Hey,
2 months
listen.
later, I seen you a video on Instagram, and you're like, "That's me!"
The reason why I was asking when it was,
that a goat eating
how
out of
did
the
how did
garbage?
it compare to what we found on the street in Las Vegas?
Oh, no, this was not solid.
So this looked like brown throw up.
This was not.
Gravy train.
Could you imagine whoever if you were that dude in Vegas? I mean, because you're not far off the strip anyway,
Man.
and you're
Man.
by a busy road, and that's where you got to drop it right there, man.
That you could have got in a more open place.
No
What-
doubt.
what
and it's
if-
not. And that one took some time. It had to take some time, unless that
Yeah,
guy
that took some time.
Unless that guy's been in prison for a while.
I'm
It
saying
takes some time.
solid
He doesn't.
38
Okay.
minutes.
He doesn't know the difference between a fart and a yawn. I guarantee you.
I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I have an imagination. What if he just loaded his pants and it finally just the log fell down the pants and just came out the
It wouldn't have
Jacos.
fit out a pant leg.
No,
No, even
yeah,
not
yeah.
even if it was a bell bottom or Jacos. That mug
Yeah.
was not fit
The
down
turd
there.
itself had a 34, 32 inseam. I'm telling you. I've never seen.
Bad.
I mean, I would have had to have surgery.
I feel bad
There's
for the
no-
guy. I do feel bad for the guy.
Nah, man.
Or lady.
Oh my God. It probably was that chick right there. That's why they needed to stay. They needed to stay.
Could you
they
imagine?
Way to be gender neutral.
That's why they need to stay in their lane.
I'm just, it's always the people you least expect. It's all
Really though.
Man, hey,
Ooh, my head's hurting after that.
I found. Hey, just to throw back something real quick. Hold on. I found. You know what? We made so many videos when we were an audio podcast. Well, I happened to open up. I got 2 hard drives.
You went through the archive?
I went to the archive, and these are all these videos that we always played the audio on,
Yeah.
and nobody ever watched.
Oh,
of course,
Danielle
nobody
heard that. Dang.
But let me.
I forgot she listens to
Danielle does listen. She's a
Oh,
big top
man.
fan.
I don't want any funny looks when we go to church.
That's in Dallas.
Yeah. Let me see about here. I'll put,
That's right after Jordan punked out.
that was that was right. Yeah, it was right after. He wasn't feeling it. Whoa! We look young.
Like 10 years ago.
I wonder if I bet that sign said 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I wonder if how
As soon as
long.
we hit the elevator there.
I super glued it.
But here's the.
Landscape, what are you, OCD?
This is laugh track makes everything funny.
Do we have the dyslexic signs in there too? We do. Anyway, I can screen.
What is
Watch.
I'm done with today.
Why does he stand like that?
Got stains all over.
He always stand.
That's boob
He
sweat.
always stand like he's gonna fall over backwards.
It's gonna be a psychopath. Gonna be a psychopath.
He's barefoot in the lobby?
How you wear gray on gray?
What are do they have a pool? Because he's smuggling beach balls through there. Already got the trunk coming out.
Because I do see the RBM.
We do have a camera.
There is a camera pair. Only one of them.
These laugh tracks like the ranch.
Yeah.
It'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow when the
Tomorrow
manager's here,
when
we'll
they
laugh
get in
track.
trouble. Hey, let's say goodnight.
I tried to get Jordan several times on there to.
Just kill it. You killed the laugh track when he got to it.
Yeah, every time. Every time.
man, so
Anyway, that
funny.
was fun.
Oh, that's so funny, Alan.
They were so
fun.
fun.
You did a great job on
Let me
that.
show you a really funny one. It's called Oklahoma. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
I do have the Oklahoma.
While we were
on
in
deck. I'm gonna
Branson-
load all these up.
While we were in Branson a couple of weeks ago, they had a ride exactly like the one
Really?
in Dallas.
Was it called Oklahoma?
It was called Oklahoma. No,
They ought to brand those
but
Oklahoma
they,
out.
somebody showed me
man.
the video. They went on it and they got the video
Hey,
and they were like, "Hey, look at this. It's me and my friend." They were, oh my, I can't take it. And I was like, "Man, hold on, I got a video for you too."
Sorry.
All right, and so I showed them the original Oklahoma. Oh, it was 10 times better. But I was thinking that one in Branson is really big. But I was like, that's got to be half the size of the one in Dallas because that thing just seemed huge. You remember?
yeah.
That's what she said.
It was well over 100 feet.
Absolutely, it was over 100 feet.
It was probably close to 120, 130 feet.
No,
But
I
did
think
I-
you're
You-
lowballing. I
I'm
think it was about $1 million.
Oh man, I loved hearing Aaron describe that. But Romy looks like he's touching angels up there, and that,
High five an angel.
you look like a kid on Christmas.
Man, having a
Well, so
blast.
whenever you constantly are working at heights and with like
With
high
the risk of
high
electrocution.
adrenaline,
What's your brag about it?
things? Yeah, no. Well, it just makes rides like that like, yes, this is the thrill now. Getting
So-
in a 60-foot bucket is not that impressive.
Jordan's a cop.
Yeah, We also bungee jumped before that. Remember?
Yeah.
No, who did?
Well,
No, we did.
I say.
We watched Jordan for 15 minutes
did.
climb back down.
Yeah, Jordan. I told him when we got up there, I was like, "There's no way I'm walking back down these steps. Like,
Nah,
not happening."
couldn't do it.
If we went back today, I would not walk back down.
I just remember
But
watching over
he's
that edge, and I went, "Where'd Jordan go?"
I know.
Oh,
and
there he
is
is.
coming in. And Romy swan dived.
He did.
went-
It was so graceful. The most graceful thing I've ever
He
seen.
looked like he would be competing in the women's diving.
I was
Absolutely.
I was trying to hurry up and get down so I could see Jordan jump.
Oh,
And
man.
then as soon as I jumped and that whole platform started rocking, and Jordan's like, "Oh no,
Oh.
I'm out."
Yeah, it rocked.
Nobody left to judge me up here.
But the good thing about it is we understood. We didn't give you a hard time about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and you totally would have done it if you had the chance.
and Fro, I like how Fro
Except
did.
it won't hold me.
You remember Fro didn't even say a word about it. He was like, Jordan, I'm proud of you for getting out
That
there.
was such two-faced liar. He is a two-faced liar. I hope you're watching.
Because he did. He said, Jordan, I want you to know I didn't say anything about you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And then the video
In that
came out
video-
later. It's like,
He was video. We had 3 angles on that thing, and one of them was Fro.
oh, they got Fro on a hot mic
But-
talking about Jordan.
Man, but Fro talking about him. But I would be more close to jumping off that thing. Fro, like his legs would have been hanging. It would have snapped his body in half because that back is only being held together by bubble gum and some bread ties or something. It's not great.
So if I could do it again, I would just make Jordan go first.
Yeah, I would. I think.
Push him
Yeah,
off.
yeah. That's
I
probably
would
the
just
best.
tell them to hurry up and strap him in, so then he can't run.
I wish there was.
That's what she said.
I wish there was an apparatus that you could it locked you in there and there's no going back. So you have to jump or you'll stay up there. I gotta use it. Then I would jump.
Now, I was trying to go
Yeah.
down one of those.
That's
we
probably
went to
illegal,
the-
though.
We went to the water.
Could you imagine? Isn't that sort of like kidnapping?
Okay, we went to the water.
False imprisonment,
We went
sir.
to the water park while we were in
That's
Branson,
it.
and the kids were like, "Hey, go up there on the big slide, the one that goes, and then the drop slide. You're standing there, the
Oh,
floor falls,
yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, fine, whatever." So I got up there, waited in line, and I am next. They got two.
I thought you
I
were
thought you
saying
said naked. I thought you were about to say naked.
I was naked.
when I was started the ride, I wasn't.
When you hit that crook.
I lost it. But no, they had 2 of them going at once, and then so I was next, and this little girl and her dad. She was just tall enough to do the ride, but she would get in there, and then she'd kind of start crying and get out, and and it was like she'd get in there, and then Dad's like, "You can do this. Just go ahead. It'll be over in 10. Less than probably 3 seconds. Just go.
Chase goes.
And then like the people, like the person conducting the ride, is like, "You can do it. It's not as bad as we're thinking. I'll even count it down 1, 2, 3." And she's like, she gets in there, gets right back out. She's like, "I just can't do it. I can't do it. I just." Dad's like, "Oh man, you can do it. I believe in you." And then the people behind me, I thought they were gonna say like, "Well, let other people go." The people behind me start rallying, and they're like, "You can do it!
Oh my God.
You're amazing! You can do it!" And then they kind of look at me to like, sure. I was like, "Shit, get off the pot now."
All right.
I can't beep it.
So
That's not even a
did
cuss
she?
word anymore. No, she didn't. I passed her. I straight up hopped in there and went.
We said much less than Brother Joe called us out on the podcast. And it
don't
wasn't
go to
even
your
us,
church?
it was a video. Huh? Oh, yeah, he watches. All our church watches. That's most of our audience.
All our church.
2 of them are sponsors.
That's all right.
But anyway.
Well, anyway, she never went. So
She still didn't go?
didn't go.
I'd have
because-
booted that girl right straight down.
Well, that's what I was trying to. I was like, "Dude, you got to go, or can we go?"
Yeah.
Like
Like we used to learn to swim. Our
but
daddies threw us
everybody
out
was
of the
just
boat.
trying to get her. They were so proud of her. You can do it. I
Oh
was
my
like, you can't do
God.
it. You're a failure. Just move.
Yeah.
Give up on life and blame your parents.
If you had told her there was a participation trophy at the end, she'd have went. If she'd have got well, now it's a ring. If she'd have got a ring, like a state
saw
championship
that.
ring.
I saw
God.
some of them kids had a $100 ring. Like, yeah, I
100
graduated from T-Ball Academy.
Them things like
T-Ball Academy, wow.
like probably $25, $30. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever turns your finger
Purple.
where we're rot into a rot color.
Rot.
Anyway,
Rot
no, I'm just kidding.
That is the copper
Man,
oxidizing.
I did go. I went down a water slide at Slitterbahn
Oh yeah.
in New Brunswick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had that legit one that was come off the like one of those cabins.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not even. You're not even
for
on
most of
you're,
the
you're,
way.
You're not on the
You
slide.
feel
and-
like you're not touching anything, and you're losing it.
And they don't slam. I mean, they have an angle to where you just kind of just come back down to
Yeah.
earth like Bezos is not gonna do. But man, it just,
Musk ain't gonna allow that.
But dude, that's a. It,
I
was-
just
it
knew.
was moving.
So when I
Well,
went
I
off
know-
of it, I just knew that I had my hands like this. I just knew that I had little wings, and I just flew like that way.
So you
Mama-
had your
Mama got wings.
They tell you to put your arms behind your
Yeah,
head like
this,
that.
like this.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they were like tell you to cross
this
your,
and this,
over
and
your
you
chest.
cross your legs and you
Well-
make yourself as small as possible, and which
Yeah.
is very difficult for me.
I was in second grade, so I don't know. Maybe I was.
Oh
gonna be
wow!
bigger. Yeah,
it's
I
totally
probably
a grown
wasn't
man.
big enough to do it.
Did you
still
go-
a grown man and more
Nah.
manly than he was.
Yeah, oh yeah, he always will be alpha male. Token alpha male. So anyway, we took Emily and Lexi and all. The Slitterbahn added on, right? So he built a bigger part. We have to get in a bus to go to the second part, and that's the first time I ever went up on a uphill water coaster. It's a water slide that pushes you uphill.
Really?
It's the freaking coolest thing. That's how hard that water pressure is pushing you up, and then you come. It's just like riding a roller coaster.
Man.
It's awesome. I was just about to check on you, bro. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up. Why don't you come over here? We only have a few people, and our political commentator.
What's up?
I was
old
trying
son?
to ask him I was going to say a political question,
Man, you got a little head.
and the question was about something about. I think it was about. Did the after G7 and when you had when you had Putin Biden summit, does he feel that we're in a safer position as a country or a weaker one?
Okay.
And I thought he would be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But he freaking Brian Stelter. Well, no, he didn't. he Tucker Carlson did, or Ben Shapiro did, and went on a rant about how Biden's making us weaker.
Jordan, how you feel about Ben?
Ben Carlson? Ben who? What?
Ben Carlson?
Ben Shapiro?
Yeah, how you feel about him? Just a real. If you had 3 words or less.
Unimaginably intelligent.
All right, Fro, what do you think? Not Fro, Romy, what do you think?
I have not enough knowledge to form my own opinion.
I think he's wrong a lot on certain things.
Fair.
He did vote against Trump. Said Trump could not win because one of the funnest videos is watching him on their watch party.
Yeah.
On election night, Trump winning. But he's also right a lot. He was right about, but I tell you what, I mean, I wouldn't want to debate him because what he did to sink.
I just
off
wouldn't. I wouldn't want to debate him just because I don't want to. Just that voice. I just can't.
That's the only thing it does. You know they add some bass to the microphone.
Oh my gosh.
But I would debate him simply because I'd be taller than him. That would. But he destroyed.
And always throw it back at the face.
But I will say, I was kind of proud. Tag watched. I'd seen this debate before, but we went back and watched him debate Sink from the Young Turks.
Sink you.
Oh, Chink. Yeah.
Chink, where he just Chink.
Chink you are.
Yeah.
We have to be very careful about saying that.
Right.
Algorithms. So, where Ben Shapiro freaking dismantled that, bro. What'd you touch, dude?
The mute sign come up.
He hit something. But.
We're definitely muted.
But anyway, no, we're not. All right, man. We better get off here.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody for hanging in there with us all the way through. And if you don't mind, once this show's over, go back and share it.
Please
like it, and we can
comment.
Go back and catch up on whatever you didn't see. Fro was not here. We're gonna try to get them all. Well, let's get us all in here one day.
We'll try. We'll figure out where to put everybody.
But
looking forward to play some golf this weekend.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right. Hey, thanks for watching.
Hey, appreciate it.
Glad y'all are back.
That's Jordan. That's Roman. That's Alan. I'm Chase. We're Small Town Famous, and we are
Out.
Out.